Once again, he's been called out by so many different creators about just being so weirdly often around Amelia and just making so many different creators uncomfortable when they watch him. And in some videos, you know, he'll like grab her by the waist and stuff, and it's just like,
that's what, bruh. I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm like, huh? I'm looking like, y'all remember when I first seen one of them jobs, bro? Oh, when I first started covering, you know what I'm saying, Princess Amelia and all that jazz, I'm like, I'm like, oh, this fool mixy. This fool real close. Oh, I see they really got the sibling dynamic. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I still don't know how to explain any of that junk going on. All I do know, I want to see less of it. Straight offs. Like, yo. We gotta watch Thomas. Back again for the babes, I see. Y'all already know. Y'all saw the title and thumbnail. We talking about one of the Huns again, Miss Sophie Manassan. If you seen the other video yesterday, we had talked about her a little bit in that junk, because you know what I'm saying, shout out Celeb Explainer, was a most loved versus most hated, and she is most definitely one of the most loved creators, y'all already know. She posting wholesome content and all that type of beat, but if you've seen the videos we covered with her before, I ain't gonna lie, the friend group, it's looking crazy. It's looking wild. But apparently one of the Huns, Miss Coco's Crazy, dropped a video on her, so you already know Trilly gonna be here for the tea, baby. So let's not waste no more time. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed yap everything. Come on. We know he does. Let's get right into it. You already know, like I said, shout out to Hun. Miss Coco's Crazy. She's cooking on the vids. Love, baby. Gotta put out that positive reinforcement. Be trying to tell heads. We got the disgusting Sophie Manassan situation. Toxic friends. I'd agree. If you want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, sure to love with the Hun Miss Coco's Crazy. Been saying it. Her videos are excellent, baby. Be loving to see them Johns. But yeah, show the love, and we about to get into it.
Hi everybody, it's Sophie and welcome to my YouTube channel.
one of the nicest content creators is in a serious situation that could harm her in many different ways.
Talk to me.
With most influencers today, especially teens, things just feel forced. They feel incredibly unnatural and really just make me uncomfortable when I'm watching them.
So yeah, I feel like there's so many factors. It's like, shoot, you could go off the rip of, you know, again, same thing to sex head, the barrier to entry and accessibility to fame and clout. You got Jones like TikTok. Obviously, you could just post like a TikTok or short and it can end up blowing up. The chances, no, 200 view. I can't even talk. Truly can't grab for none. 200 view gels hefty. There's also that factor of like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of just these days obsessed with clout. Just in general, I'm not even gonna lie, that's just a general thing, you know what I'm saying, it obviously coming off of that. But like, yeah, I feel like the most part, it's just like, yo, heads want validation and gratification, man. They feel like the best means is to get up on the internets and might get a little off.
Everything feels so staged, and the younger they are, the more staged and almost like they're being held hostage to the videos feel. Like they feel like the kid doesn't want to be there, but something is just different when I watch Sophie. Everything she does in every video looks so fun and natural. There's nothing that feels off at all about her, and it's so rare on every social media platform to get that feeling when you're watching someone, especially a teen, because yes, she's a teen. On the surface, of course, she is having a great time, and we're going to discuss really how rare she truly is today on social media, but she does have a serious problem. And this isn't me coming at her, don't take it like that. I was always going to make a video on her, but I watched Celeb Explainer's video where he really went into
ding ding ding, shout out Celeb Explainer, show to love,
depth about how she is in a toxic situation. Right now, she is surrounded by people that are not good at all for her, for both her reputation and for her safety and well-being. So in this video, we're going to be uncovering the iceberg. It is so much deeper than you think. At the surface, it's just like, oh, whatever, but once you look through it and think through the different people she's around,
the loss of the equation, le bleed, but not in a bad sense, obviously, for Miss Manassyan, because, you know what I'm saying, she not doing no John. Like I was saying in the intro, wholesome content, like she be chilling, you know what I'm saying, Obviously, like Miss Go Crazy saying, like, yo, be looking like her video, she be having fun, you know what I'm saying, keeping it peace. It's just some of these heads, man. Some of these heads, they could end up bringing you down. They could end up messing up your PR because of their own PR. It's a lot of factors.
It really gets pretty disturbing. And I'll also be going over her content and what makes it so unique and so good. Credit to Celeb Explainer for being the first to talk about this situation. This video was heavily inspired by his, and with that, let's get into this situation.
فالأسعار لبعض السلع ارتفعت حوالي 1000%. كيلو الطحين في باريس سعره $1.50، أما في غزة فسعره $20.
Gaza is now the most expensive city in the world. Prices for food are higher than ever, so you can support someone, an entire family in fact, be able to afford to buy this food. Because if you can't afford it right now in these towns, you don't get food. That's how it works. The link is in the description. Support Mustafa and his family, or spread the word.
My love.
Sophie has blown up over the years, and she has done that through multiple different techniques, but she is a lot different than a lot of creators, especially the ones she hangs out with. In former videos, I've talked about a lot of the people she's hung out with.
Let me guess. Princess Amelia for sure. That's a definite. Probably Nevada. Like, who else we saying? It's probably some more heads from the EXO team. I ain't gonna cap, but like definitely those two for sure.
We're going to be going through them soon, so no need to discuss that right now. Let's focus on Sophie first. The content she posts is pretty normal to see on social media. She posts things like skits, and she gives videos where she kind of gives advice on things.
Ding, ding, ding. On the money.
You have to let your discipline
Ding, ding, ding. Yo, Thomas, boy, if you don't get your ass. Nah, let me go ahead and hand this to you, babe, bro. Real shit. Let me go ahead and hand that to you. Anyway.
kick in, and you have to keep repeating it every single day. And there will be setbacks. There will be moments where
why
you
the fuck is this nigga always fucking here? Yo, I swear
like,
to
I don't want
God.
to do this.
Yo.
She has had so many different collabs. If you look at her most popular videos, it's hard to count them. It's like literally so many different popular TikTokers you see all the time she collabs with. So she is pretty easy to get along with, I'm guessing, because you gotta get along with people to some extent to collab with them. So
True and not true. I ain't gonna lie. See, again, this is why I be telling heads, bro, that parasocial barrier, that I have to break that shit and know that that shit exists. Because if you, like, look at heads' content or whatever, just using, like, Sophie Manassan, for example, like, with Princess Amelia, let's just say, like, you see him on the vids, chilling, you know, normal skinwalker job, we good. Yo, behind the scenes, these heads are acquaintances, bro. These heads barely know each other. This shit was for the content. I'm trying to tell heads, bro. They be thinking heads is the best of friends and all that shit. And between Sophie and Princess Amelia, I have no fucking idea. That's just an example of using. But, like, for a good amount of heads, yo, heads will think, at least in the audiences, will think that, yo, they the best of friends. This shit crazy, bro. Oh, cool, bro. Gullible as hell, bro. These heads only collabing straight for optics, straight for numbers. I'm not gonna hold you. That's what it is pretty much all the time, but
So
yeah.
she has really been able to uplift her platform over the years, and that is something that is pretty inspiring. It's
This nigga is always fucking here.
Inspiring.
Yo, I swear to fuck. Bro. This nigga. Yo, Thomas, nigga, they need to talk more about your ass. I swear to fucking God.
It's crazy to think that she's literally my age and has 8 million followers. That is insane on
But yeah, now she been like, if you know the lore, she been doing this John since like a jit. She been doing this shit since like 8 or some John.
YouTube. And
Or I think even younger than that.
followers on Instagram. It's just crazy at this young of an age that she's accomplished so much. Sure, there's other people her age that have accomplished this much and more, but they're a lot less, let's just say, it's a lot less hard to be happy for them because we know that there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that really isn't so heartwarming or wholesome. Think of Piper Raquel. There's literally
Oh, gosh. I was just talking about her too, bruh. Sophie, you jazz. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. It's Sophie Rain's fault.
a Netflix documentary right now about what her mom did, and it's some violent.
Oh, yeah, bro. Tiffany, oh, my God. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, forget that jump for Thomas, bro. Tiffany, this one's for you. Personally, bro. Nah, she's actually like Diddy reincarnate, bro. If you know that lore, bro, oh my God. Like, yo, when Piper's like friends or whatever bulls, because we just came off the Skinwalker jump, whatever, collaborators, when she was doing YouTube back in the jump, bro, they was saying everything. Like, how the one girl, what's her name? Apparently, Piper, her mom, she woke up and her mom was on top of her. I was like, yo, what the? Bro, this shit looking deplorable. Yeah, no, yeah. Her mom, oh, nah, we gonna see her later.
And disgusting stuff. The mom's literally been exploiting her for years. It's really, really sad. So a lot of influencers, I can't honestly think of another her age that I actually like smile when I'm watching them, because most of the influencers, we just know their parents are using them for views. But it doesn't feel that way with Sophie, because from what we all know from now, which of course we could be wrong, social media we never know for sure, but she's definitely the person I'm most...
Yeah, that's the thing I was stamping in. Like, you'll never really know. Like, you're not gonna know that much lore. Even if heads, like I say all the time, shouldn't do, be spilling all their personal Johns, bro. Every name be going through, bro. You still, when the camera not on, bro, and the stream off, bro, the TikTok not there, bro, you don't know.
Confident, is actually happy with what she's doing and isn't being pressured by anyone. And while it's super, super wholesome to see someone my literal age achieving this much, it's also kind of scary because she has so much power and stuff, but she's so young. It's easy to make mistakes because you're still learning and stuff at this age. It's easy to be influenced by the wrong people. So that what has me kind of worried for Sophie, because I know she is such a nice person, at least from what I've seen on social media. I'm just scared because she collabs with so many different people. It's easy to be influenced by the wrong people.
But this is exactly why I say you gotta hang out with heads that got your best interests at heart. But then this is also this thing I say that's a problem with Princess Amelia, because bruh, yeah, the niggas with your best interests at heart, Thomas. Right. So anyway, but I feel like in that case, like, it really does apply better for Sophie Manassan, especially because her mother is like really active in the genre. Her mom got her own YouTube, and they be making like content together, like shorts and all that type of jazz. So I feel like in that regard, obviously in terms of like optics and going down the line of still Sophie making content and all that type of jazz, she'll be more grounded because her mom is there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's something like we actually know. Other heads, this was another thing. Heads was questioning about Princess Amelia, like, yo, what the fuck do the parents think about this shit? Because, you know, Thomas don't give a fuck. This nigga need more views, bro. So,
Let's go through them, and let's start off with one that isn't quite as bad as the other ones. Let's start off with how she collabs with Princess Amelia a lot. And
right off the ripper, huh?
When I say toxic friend group, we'll just be going through all of these people's controversies, because as all of us know at this point, if you know Sophie or you watch her, she literally has zero controversies because she's just a great person overall.
You're just unproblematic. I mean, I feel like most heads should be.
Her presence on social media is a gift to everyone. She's just so wholesome to witness. But some of the people she sadly has collabed with, which I get it, engagement, views and stuff, and it helps grow your channel, helps keep you in the spotlight. I get it, but at a young age, I'm just scared that.
I mean, like, yeah, now I say it all the time. You could do collabs and all that shit. I just be like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, we not just doing it for the optics. At the same time, Trilly's a fucking slob tuber. What optics, bro? Nigga make garbage ass videos. But anyway, sidebar off of that, because we do enjoy the slops though. Sloppy. I don't know. These collabs and shit, it just, again, this is like what Coco's Crazy was saying in the beginning of it. Like, it just, everything just seems so fake. And not even just like between the jits doing content creation, like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, in their case, teenage influencer girly pops. Y'all always be messing it up, like between the influencer girly pops, you know, the normal stage girly pops. Yeah, Trilly can't grammar for none. But especially like in their case, I just don't see it. You're already getting into like the PR and optics. Jones is already getting fake, bro. Heads don't have your best interests at heart. It's already like kind of setting you up for failure. Obviously, in this case, we just discussed Miss Manassyan, she going in a better direction. But some of these other heads, I don't know about it. I do not. Tough.
These people are just dangerous to be around, because the wrong people, all it takes is one bad person that can literally ruin your life.
Bro, Thomas, we look. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Princess Amelia, and I've made a video about her.
Wait, hold on. What'd she say?
That can literally ruin your life. Firstly, she hangs out with Princess Amelia, and I've made a video about her, so most you
watch that, check that out, definitely. Go check out Miss Coco's Crazy OG vid, though. I ain't gonna lie, go share the love with her, because again, Trilly's fucking talentless. But after you go share the love, watch her video on that, John. Then you could go check it out, but yeah, don't. Not be fucking yapping.
Guys know already, but there's just so much sadness that comes to mind when I think about Princess Amelia, because she is so young, and the comments she has to deal with in her comment section that make fun of her appearance. And my last video got demonetized because I guess I went too much in depth about how disturbing these comments and stuff are. But overall, the way people treat her online is just really, really heartbreaking. And we also talked about how her brother probably has a pretty big influence on this, because
yo, like Yo, I don't even know why we're still speculating this. Like, this is facts that he got an influence, bro. Like, Thomas on Princess Amelia. Like, this is just facts. Like,
when there's a young teenager
Nah.
that seems to be almost pushing limits to make content, there seems to almost always be...
Bro, like, this nigga Thomas, he knows the PR and optics. Like, he got his own page, the fucking Woo's World shit. This nigga got, like, 5 mil, bro.
someone
Nah,
that's
bro.
either seen or unseen controlling them, like Piper's mom, for example. And you can still watch the video,
that's a whole
but
different
briefly,
level.
it just goes over once again that Amelia seems to be pushed with her collabs, especially. This is what I'm scared will happen to Sophie. She seems to sometimes be pressured to wear certain clothes that other girls are wearing that are much older than her, and overall do things that she may not be safe with. But once again, we don't know because she's likely being
fucking Capri.
controlled by her brother or someone else, and she's forced to collab with people much older than her
Holy
that
shit.
they don't always act the most appropriate way they should be around a kid.
Yeah, I fucking hate these goddamn TikToks, dude. I really do. I swear, and obviously I preface this all the time. Truly gonna cover the teas. Oh, lovely. The girly pops, the love it babes. Y'all need to invite me to more tea parties. No cap, we gotta cover more teas. Be saying this all the time, but it's still love to y'all. Always. Y'all already know how that gets down. But yeah, nah, I truly cannot stand this content. Like, and then we done seen it, bro. Again, we talk about it all the time, Lala CD syndrome, the fake POVs and skits and all that, bro. I can't. Like, it's like every head does it. Every single influencer girly pop, man, it's tough.
If that makes sense.
It's tough.
And unlike the other people we're going to get into, I'm not coming at Princess Amelia at all because, once again, she's 17. She's not old enough. We don't know enough. It's like Piper. We don't blame these people because they're the victims in the situation. Just like how we wouldn't...
Yeah, again, it's like, yo, you gotta have heads, obviously, the older heads in your life, like, leading you down a better path, leading you in a better direction, like I just came up with saying, you know what I'm saying, having your best interests at heart, but questionable for some of these heads.
Blame any kid. So overall, it's just I'm scared that if she hangs out with people Amelia hangs out on these collabs like her brother, that Sophie could be influenced in a very, very bad way because, once again, just watch the video. I don't want to go through all the 30 minutes of information I had, but it was pretty disturbing.
But the most unsettling figure in Sophie's friend group is Thomas Wu, a 25-year-old man.
This nigga! Talk more about this nigga, bro.
Almost 26, who spends most of his time hanging around teenage girls.
If you watch or scroll through Amelia's videos, her brother is in almost all the long form ones,
They
basically
need
all.
to talk about them certain fucking TikToks with that nigga's hand placement. I swear to fucking God. Yo, every time he be covering, bro, it's all...
them, and he is in tons and tons of the shorts. So once again, if I had to guess, I don't know for sure, it could be the parents. He probably is the one that is controlling her and making
It's him. I don't even... Why are we guessing? It's him, bro.
her do what she does. But we don't know for sure. It's just speculation.
We don't, but I'm sorry, bro. I'm putting the context clues together. Again, the nigga got 5 mil himself. He know how to alg work. He always collabing with different motherfuckers. He always got Princess Amelia collabing with a bunch of different heads that got their own plats. Like, bro, you know what he doing. He's supercharging her account.
But he does have, he's definitely doesn't have the best reputation. A lot of people,
Fuck no.
such as Celeb Explainer, Miss Wee Wee, a lot of commentary channels
Shout out Miss Weiwei.
have talked about the brother because overall he's a bit odd and not in a good way. He just seems,
Yeah.
from my perspective, to want to get as much clout as possible from anyone he meets.
Yeah, that's like any influencer bull though, especially if he posts like TikTok and shorts. So that's not the factor. We need to talk about the interactions he be having with his little sister. That shit be throwing me the fuck off.
So when he's around Sophie, it just makes me kind of sad because I just know he never does anything good for
Wait, isn't this Jenna? She the one with the Fansly, right? Questionable.
especially young girls, and I know he wouldn't do anything good for Sophie. He's very, very not good. And once you hang out with Amelia and her brother, you kind of probably get connections to a lot more people. And once again, since on camera,
That clout shit is evil. I'm trying to tell niggas, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yo, if there's anything you take from Trilly, bro, and I tell y'all all the time, Trilly not shit. Trilly's definitely not the moral arbiter. Trilly is definitely not someone that should be idolized. But if there's something y'all take from me, bro, clout is evil. Clout is evil. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Trilly doesn't give a fuck about it. If you enjoy the slaps with Trilly, it's love to you, baby. But yeah, I'll be damned if I'm about to be going out doing the TikToks. I say it all the time. The IG Reels, posting on them shits. Yeah. I don't care about being seen that much. I don't even give a fuck about it at all. I just want to come out talk about the slup, the tease, and get pressed at these Jones because, yeah, they make me crash every time.
Sophie's so likable. I assume she's probably likable in real life, and it's just easy to get these collabs because people want to be around her. I see she's collabed with Sky, and this is absolutely no shot to her. But I remember I talked about him in the Amelia video because he collabed with Amelia too, and they were like doing this. It's really, really weird. They're just
Scott. Oh, the one. Okay, I know what Miss Crazy's talking about, right? It was the one nigga that Princess Amelia was doing that TikTok with, where she was like standing on this nigga feet and he was like upside down. Cause I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, who is that nigga? Oh yeah. All right.
I know they were following a trend, but it was just not appropriate to do with a 17-year-old. Once again, I don't blame Sophie at all for collabing with him. He's not really problematic at all. That just particular moment kind of weirded me out a little bit because it was just a really provocative song to do with someone who's under 18. And I understand why she does these collabs, even if these people definitely have their own controversies and situations, and she doesn't, because once again, it brings engagement.
Yeah, if I say it's optics, you're gonna go to your platform.
It brings discussion. It brings, I wouldn't even call it drama, but I bring like...
Nah, if you're Lala CD, it absolutely brings drama. Hold on, I almost forgot. Wait. Yo, my fucking favorite, bro. I can't believe the boss actually found this. Yo, this is my favorite. Hold on, y'all peep game? Y'all peep game? I put it on in the other vid. Hold on. Wait. Avocado. That joke will be crack. Can y'all see it? Hold on, wait. If I turn this way, y'all can see that, John. Like, wait. I can't even point to it. Avocado. Yeah, bro. If you on the Lala CD timing, bro. I'm not saying that the fucking, at least Sophie is. Amelia, I don't know what Thomas got you up to. Anyway, if you on that type of timing, yeah, it's cookies. Like, if you faking it, John, bro, again, doing the fake POVs, sparking up fake dramas. This is the John I always mention all the time with Wall City. That situation in which, like, she was, faking that her dad had an affair and all that shit. I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from those, me personally, though. And that's why I be saying the cloud is evil, so. Lala City syndrome, Lala City equations, keep it stamped. Anyway, avocado has to go for now. We must get back to the video. Alright.
Brings more character to the people on the screens, more connections. People have more to talk about. When they make jokes in the future, people can connect it to one of the people they collab with before. It makes sense. And the ones where she does,
yeah, it starts like it builds storylines so people are more engaged and all that type of beat. Yeah, it's definitely the optics plays. I ain't gonna lie, it has to be gullible not knowing this, yeah.
Dances with these people get more likes because once again these are big creators, so I don't blame her for this. I'm just saying some of these people just definitely aren't the best people.
Yo, Thomas, I'm just still confused on why the fuck this nigga is even here. If Amelia is not in this shit, nigga, why the fuck do we care, bro?
To be hanging around.
Oh, see, this is what we talking about. She be making videos with her mom.
I've noticed that Sophie also does videos with her mom when I was scrolling through it, and once again Amelia does videos with her brother, but those videos just make, I feel like most
that shit doesn't count. I don't give a fuck. That shit does not count. Not with that nigga, boy.
Nah. See it because once again it just feels forced. It feels like we need this clout, Amelia, we're gonna do this. It just feels weird. But with her mom, it's just like, oh, she's hanging out with her mom. It's wholesome and it doesn't feel forced, which of course, once again, social media, literally anything can happen. People can stage things. I'm not saying it's 100%, but that's just the vibe I get off of this. And these are some insanely popular influencers. So once again, it does make sense that she's collabing. Remember when they were all in that one group?
EXO team.
Not Amelia, but Kiki Kim and some other influencers. It genuinely worked to help boost their career. It was...
I'm like, oh no. Gary, his dumbass, yo, I'll never forget that shit. Yo, Gary swear he a good businessman, bro. He just fucked up. But he swear he was gonna get better at business. Where's the EXO team right now? Alright, so anyway.
Nevada and Kiki Kim, two completely unproblematic, wholesome creators. Yeah.
Miss Dean E for 9 days, Red Bull every day. Tough. I ain't gonna hold you. Kika, yo. Yo, Miss Bar for Bar. Mermaid Scales would like the content back. That shit got me crying.
I'm just kidding, but yeah, those two were part of it, and it really just helped them gain clout. So I can understand why being in friend groups helps boost your career. But sometimes while collabs can bring engagement and views and more discussion in your comment sections, it can ruin your reputation or align you with people you don't want to be aligned with, because
no sign orbiters. Anyway,
time and time again we see that influencers that even collab with someone, years later, we'll get that person may be seen as more problematic or something, and they'll be like, oh, you were friends with him, so you're problematic too. If you're friends with someone and they have a lot of controversies, you'll be connected to them eventually.
See, this is the problem, and this is one of the things I was talking about earlier with like collabs, bruh, because another thing, and this is a thing with like everybody, with just you yourself being an individual with other people, you will never truly know anyone's intentions and what they're gonna do. And what I mean by that is like, not on a tip of like, oh my god, be scared of everyone, bro, you're never gonna know, yeah, you're gonna give yourself constant anxiety. That shit's a no-no. But what I mean by that is like, yo, at the end of the day, somebody's like thought process and the decisions they're gonna make or what exactly they're thinking, you're never gonna know. So you never know. Again, if you're doing collabs, they may be cool at this time, or or literally like they may be cool right now and this time, and then do some John right as soon as you do the junk. Now you're into a drama. Or better yet, like Miss Coco Crazy saying, they may have had some past John or whatever that gets like relitigated or re-brought up. It gets into more controversy. Now that boy, since you're friends with him or you're aligned with him or whatever, now that John dragged onto you. That's why I always say collabs is dead. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just get up on here, repeated this shit like 5 times already, but we gonna keep repeating it. Slippy. Yeah, but nah, I'ma just come up on here, do my slops, keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? It start getting mixy once you start getting well the heads.
Even if you don't want any association with it or you didn't know about it, it's still you're friends with them, you're associated with it. Now let's get into another person that Sophie has filmed a lot of videos with that really is controversial, and once again is probably not the best influence for Sophie.
Definitely.
I fully respect Sophie's
Definitely Nevada.
choice to collab with her. I don't blame her.
100% Nevada.
Once again, Sophie's seems very, very likable. I'm just saying that these people could have a negative impact on her. So once again, don't take this as me coming at her. I'm just saying these people could harm her reputation in different ways. The next one is Nevada, and
Ding ding ding!
she overall is so problematic and different.
Yeah, Nevada shit is just I don't even know how to basically I already gave y'all the rundown. Again, didn't eat for 9 days straight, drinking Red Bulls every day, trying to make that shit seem relatable, asking heads, yo man, can you relate to this shit? No, we can't. No, we cannot, hun. Yep, it's bad.
Different ways. One of the main reasons is she's released videos basically shaming girls into losing weight and normalizing it, and she's filmed multiple videos and they have performed very, very well on her channel. She overall has a lot of videos that have performed well. She has some very, very loyal supporters, but that is one of the reasons why she's problematic, because she promotes very unhealthy E to the T for young children and people on the internet. Since she's part of the friend group, she's also made videos just with Amelia, and some of them just, it seems like Amelia may have been pressured to dress the way she did, and you can dress however you want when you're an adult. I absolutely do not care, but when you're younger and you're just around these older people that film more adult content, which obviously do whatever you want.
What the fuck? Wait, I just know, like, bro, I kind of was spacing out listening. I just noticed what the fuck is on my screen. Bro, this nigga is go away! Bro, this nigga needs to go away. I am so tired of this
Don't
nigga.
care, but I'm just saying, when you're around these people when you're so young, it just sometimes you can be pressured to do things you don't want to do. And I've heard people say that you talk like the people you're around eventually. It's true.
That is true. That's true as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. That is super true. Okay, because you start picking up on heads like dialect and all that. Like they mannerisms, gestures, yo. And that John starts to rub off on you. So yeah. That's the John I'm saying. That's why I always stamp in too. You are the 5 heads you hang around with, bro. It's stamped in. I ain't gonna hold you. Because again, like it is. If your 5 mans is doing some John and you included in that John too, you're doing it too. You the same type of bull. I ain't gonna hold you. So it's either you gonna surround yourself with 5 heads that's just like you on the same type of timing, or you finna be by yourself. Stamped up.
If you're around people, you begin to act like them more, and I've noticed that too. I'll be around someone and I'll start like talking to myself or talking to someone, and I'll say something they would say, and it's like, what the heck? How did I learn that? Oh yeah, I talked to them earlier.
See, this is the John I be talking about too, and I mentioned this before, and I find it to be the cutest shit. I'm not gonna lie, Chili finds it adorable. Some heads, like in the comments, I see some of y'all. Again, I ain't gonna lie. Some heads are starting to say the shit I be saying in the videos, like ridiculous, like all that type of shit. Or so I see some heads be like, nah, that John crazy, or like, yo, this John, like, bro, or this ball. Like, yo, so that John is real, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I'm literally seeing heads in the comments do that job, but yo, that shit is funny as hell. Chili find that shit adorable. Love y'all, you already know. But yeah, don't be looking too crazy, bro, saying the dumb shit I be saying.
And it's just the weirdest thing. So Sophie just, there's a lot of different ways that she can be negatively impacted by hanging out with people with these bad of controversies. A lot of these people are very, 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 very problematic. And I'm not saying Princess Amelia, I'm saying Princess Amelia's brother, and Nevada, and a few more we're going to get into. As I've said before in this video, Nevada was part of a group with Kiki Kim, and they dressed in little schoolgirl outfits to film a lot of their videos, and these Nevada and a few more we're going to get into. As I've said before in this video, Nevada was part of a group with Kiki Kim.
EXO team.
And they dressed in little schoolgirl outfits to film.
Oh! Because I was like, I feel like I heard some John I heard. Yeah, this, I remember this. Okay, so context, lore on this, you know what I'm saying? There was a video, and I talk about this all the time, where Kiki Kim looked like, oh my gosh, it must be black.com. Because I didn't know what the hell was going on. So yeah, she had on the schoolgirl John or whatever, and then there's like 3 like bulls you think you would see in High School Musical, the jock looking bulls. Hey man, he's on the football team. Dumb shit, right? And they surrounded her, and they're like by the lockers, and then Kiki Kim's like looking around. I'm like, my nigga, who is this content for? Who the fuck is watching this? Because again, I know y'all niggas main demographic is jits, and I'm gonna be for real with you. If I saw my little cousin some shit watching this, John, shout out. So I'm like, bro, huh? So yeah, nah, Coco's crazy spitting on this.
A lot of their videos, and these videos were, let's just say they were not for kids. Let's put it quite plainly.
Not at all.
And these videos had them dressing as like high schoolers, very obviously going to high school or middle school. I don't know what it was supposed to be, but it was definitely.
It should be no fucking school, considering most of these heads are adults, or at least Kiki Kim is for sure.
School for people under the age of 18, and they were doing incredibly not appropriate stuff, and that's just another reason why.
Hey man, Gary's business strategy, I'm trying to tell you, bro, he really know how to do it.
That isn't exactly the best creator or most wholesome creator on this internet, let's just say. And am I saying it was Nevada's personal opinion to dress in those outfits that literally represent schoolgirls?
Honestly, I doubt it. Again, it's the nigga Gary, bro. Y'all gotta go check out the EXO team vid if you want that context. But yeah, nah, Gary was the nigga that was leading the EXO team.
No, I'm not saying that, but she did agree to join this group, and I mean, there's a chance she didn't know, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure she probably knew. And
heads no, like, what? You gonna look at the page and be like, okay, this the content they making, I'm joining this group, so I'm probably gonna have to make this content.
She chose to do these dances and do these things that just were not appropriate. And overall, she did eventually leave that group, same with Kiki Kim, and they got lots of clout out of it. Now they're very successful, and that group now gets way, way less views. But
that shit basically don't exist.
At the time, she did agree to do these things. They give off a very bad feeling when you look through them. It's just like, really? Did you guys, out of all the different themes you picked, you had to pick this one?
This shit got 322,000. Holy fuck.
This theme is just very, very disgusting. And she just kind of releases whatever is a hit. So if she makes one video about how to get SKINGY, she'll release another one.
Huh? Wait.
How to get SKINGY, she'll release another one.
Wait, am I stupid as fuck? Wait, hold on.
How to get SKINGY.
Oh, skinny, bro. My dumbass. I'm like, yo, hold on. Either I'm really tripping, or like maybe I'm not really understanding Miss Coco's crazy. Yeah, she's trying to say skinny.
She'll release another one. She's released 2, as I've said before, and she actually like basically tries to normalize it. She comments things which make people think that it's normal.
Yeah, this is the genre I was talking about, especially with the, you know, saying not eating for 9 days or whatever. Like, yo, can anyone relate to this? Is this normal? Like, yeah, hun, I'm not gonna lie. Once more, I don't think this is something you should normalize in your audience. I think heads should, you know, eat every day. Try to get a balance, you know what I'm saying? Diet, all that type of good. All that type of jazz. There we go. I don't know what rhetoric she was on.
Just overall is just normalizing this disgusting problem that she's spreading. So in so many different ways, I would say Nevada may be one of the most problematic easily in this group. Just not a great person to be around, mainly because once again, she could easily have an influence on someone. Even if they have zero controversies and are the most wholesome person on earth, she could definitely impact them in a very, very negative way. And that's what scares me so much. I mean, the things she's done are just, I mean, to put them quite plainly, they're not really, you can't excuse what she's done. The dressing in school outfits, I mean, at the surface, oh, they're just following trends and stuff. I mean, so what? This is not appropriate. Like, that's not an appropriate thing to do at all. Like, I don't care. Just watch the videos yourself if you think.
Nah, it's bad. Nah, you don't trust. I've seen them. Unfortunately. All right, but yeah. Nah, I'm totally with her on that, Jay. It's just like, yo, it's like, yo, suggestive content, especially on the friskier side. And then again, you got to think about the demographic. It's like, yo, why are we trying to push out these type videos to jits? Probably shouldn't do that. Big no, big bad. We know how that goes. Nasty.
Think they're appropriate. The things she's done just are not excusable. You can't make up excuses for them. So overall, it's just, I feel like it shouldn't be controversial to say that she definitely doesn't have the best influence. And back onto Amelia's brother, once again, he's been called out by so many different creators about just being so weirdly often around Amelia and just making so many different creators uncomfortable when they watch him. And in some videos, you know, he'll like grab her by the waist and stuff, and it's just like,
that's what, bruh. I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm like, I'm looking like, y'all remember when I first seen one of them jobs, bro? Oh, when I first started covering, you know what I'm saying, Princess Amelia and all that jazz. I'm like, oh, this fool mixy. This fool real close. Oh, I see they really got the sibling dynamic. I'm like, nah. Yeah, I still don't know how to explain any of that junk going on. All I do know, I want to see less of it. Straight offs. Like, yo, we gotta watch Thomas.
it's like, I know it's for content, but it still is not appropriate, and he shouldn't be doing it. And it's very weird.
I'm sorry, bro.
Once again, I mean,
yo, see,
she's
this
not an adult.
Nah. Hold on, go back. Because like,
very weird. Because once again, I mean, she's not an adult.
Like it's on the factor of like, nah, there's a difference. It's like, yo, Heads is doing junk for content, and then it's like, alright, bruh. This the content though. It's like, yo, these be the same. Oh my god, there's no other content. Heads just be lying, bro. Heads just be capping. They just know that this the most engaging content. This what the you nasty ass niggas, bro. This is what these niggas want to see. All this bullshit, bro. Yeah, I know me for my crash app, and all I'm gonna say is that like these heads know what they doing.
And it wouldn't be okay even if she was. So it's like two awful things together. And he has been,
it's like when heads say two wrongs make a right. It doesn't. Two wrongs make more wrongs.
in a ton of Sophie's videos because once again she's in this friend group, and it's just, he is a very, very toxic person to be around. And I know that other creators have pointed out the comments that Sophie's gotten about how she dresses better and stuff than people like Amelia and Nevada and stuff, and I feel like that isn't exactly the way we should be taking it. Like, we shouldn't be shaming people for how they dress. A lot of people have said she dresses way better than Amelia and kind of shaming Amelia in a way.
It's like, nah, I say with that interpretation, they're basically saying that like Sophie, Miss Manassyan, you know what I'm saying, she's dressing basically like less provocative than someone like Amelia. That's not to say like, yo, Amelia's fits are trash or any of that type of jazz. It's just like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, ooh, fair amounts of skin and all that type of beats, age, we start asking questions. It's getting a little frisky, but it's not obviously in a factor to be like, yo, what the fuck, yo, Princess Amelia fucking chopped, what the fuck is she on, bro, the fit is ass. Nah, it's like, hold on, hon, how old again? We might want to cover a bit more.
And I feel like we shouldn't really shame Amelia because, once again, she's likely a victim in this situation. We don't know how much she's pressured to dress the way she does. I mean, I feel like personally a lot of her outfits are very cool. She has a very unique style.
Yeah, now she has like the Y2K aesthetic. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's stamped in.
Like, I wouldn't shame her personally, but maybe she could be, some videos she makes, she could be being pushed to wear less because she needs to match other much older content creators. So I would never shame Amelia, and I definitely wouldn't shame any of the other creators because they're adults, but I have seen that a lot in a lot of the comment sections about them, and other creators have talked about it, how a lot of people compare how they dress to show that Sophia is like not like them, which I partially kind of disagree with. I feel like that's not the main point we should be focusing on. It's just not really.
Yeah, it's more or less like, again, the external factors of like, yo, the people that you're around, like, are they making sure you're not getting on too much crazy junk? Again, like, it's the best interest of heart thing. It's like, yo, our heads leading you down the right path, especially within this content creation, because like I say all the time, say that this John, Cloud is evil. Cloud can cause you to do some crazier Johns, make some crazier content, do some crazier things, say some crazier Johns. So within that, obviously, if you got peoples around you just encouraging this John, because the Cloud, the money, the views, like, yo, it's gonna be bad on that part. Nah.
Really the most important, other than we can admit that Amelia may be being influenced. And I don't know if Sophia has actually collabed with Kiki Kim, because I looked through her videos. I looked through about a few hundred and I didn't see any. She might have in the past, I don't know. But once you start having connections to problematic people, they lead to more problematic people wanting to collab with you. And we don't even really need an introduction to Kiki Kim. She just blatantly steals people's content.
I'm like, I don't need an intro. I absolutely don't need a little backstory.
She's like all too real and only JS. Her career.
Paul, yo, that Paul Too Real video actually was so underratedly funny as shit. I'm looking at the look. Yo, he was like, yo, the Huns is texting my phone, bro. Yo, that jab he set, bro. I'm sitting here like, I'm
is basically just built off of ripping off other people's content, and she's almost worse than most content thefts because she
going bar for bar. I think the worst I ever seen was Paul Too Real though. Like, his job really is like, yo, I'm gonna record a 1-second clip and then just steal somebody else's whole vid, bro, slice them together, content. That because at least, like, yo, Kika Kim has to, like, copy the exact dances that, like, Kritika and all that John is doing. And trust me, I'm not defending her on that beat. She shouldn't do that shit. I say all the time, she got 16 million subscribers on YouTube. You deadass can look at the camera for 60 seconds and still get 100,000 views, bare minimum. So it's like, bruh, you can just be yourself. But within all that, Kika Kim, she gotta do like the same mannerisms, same dance moves and all that. Yo, Paul Too Real is just dead ass re-uploading niggas' videos. That shit is like, yo.
Is like rich enough because her content's good enough that she can make it better. Like, she can steal their joke and make the production better. So her video is much, much more successful. And then there's flops. And 99% of her content,
her shit's still not better than Kritika's.
Even know if any of it isn't stolen. It's all stolen. And overall, I hate her presence on the internet. Because no, of course, you can always be inspired by someone. Of course, this video.
I say all the time, bro. Like, if you got an idol, you know, a favorite person, whatever the fuck, just see the accolades, successes, you know what I'm saying, innovate and create off of that boy, you know what I'm saying? Put your own little spice into that boy.
He was inspired heavily by Celeb Explainer. You can always be inspired by someone, but let's just say I took all of his main points.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, I was inspired by Turkey Tom, my second favorite YouTuber of all time. You feel me?
Basically put in ChatGPT and just said, oh, mix it up a little bit, gave him no credit, took all of his exact clips. That would be stealing his video. So, of course, you just have to credit someone. It's not that hard, but I just don't understand why she doesn't do it. Maybe she doesn't want any views to go to them. She just wants all the views herself. Maybe she's too lazy. I don't know for sure. But sadly, she's only gotten success from it. Views after views after views, gone viral so many.
Oh, yeah. Again, like I said, she got 16 million on YouTube. Like, she actually passed Kritika in subscribers, which is bullshit. But, like, anyway, sidebarring that, again, that only adheres to my point more. Why the fuck do we have to, like, skinwalker, bar for bar, clone, doppelganger these videos when you could post anything and still get views?
Different times. Sometimes her jokes are so stolen, I've seen them. Like, she'll sometimes even steal viral clips. I'll be like, oh, I saw that a week ago. Same with, like, other creators, Paul Too Real and stuff, but...
Paul Too Real stamped in, for sure. He'd be doing that shit.
It's annoying because it's that creator that doesn't do anything original. She just steals content. I can't imagine. I remember she copied the mermaid scales, and the mermaid scales kind of reminds me of Sophie because they both are completely unproblematic, but I remember she was just blatantly...
Go watch her vlogs. Them shits are really good.
Stealing all the mermaid scales clips, and it just annoyed me because it's like... You really gotta steal from, like, someone who's literally done nothing wrong ever. Like, it's bad enough you're stealing from some random creator, but then you go and attack, like, the most wholesome creator that you know wouldn't respond because they don't like to get into drama. And since she gets along with seemingly everyone, Sophie, it would be easy for her to get a collab with Kiki Kim, and who knows, maybe they could film a video that's Kiki Kim's idea, and Kiki Kim just stole...
Yeah, Kiki Kim having an original idea. That's good humor right there.
From a creator. There's so many different ways that these people could influence Sophie in so many... I just don't want her to get into a huge controversy. And
honestly, again, like, with her mom being, like, a good staple in her life, like, I doubt she'll get into any crazy controversy. But again, like, being around these heads, they got their own shits. She could potentially be dragged in, but that's just for us to see. If it does eventually happen, which you would want it not to.
These people are, like, they have infinite ways to get her into controversies. There's so many different ways, and I just hope no one betrays her. I just hope, because all these friends, who knows, they could say something about her. It's so easy to get canceled or get into controversy on the internet. I really just...
It really is.
Just hope that something doesn't go wrong.
Really
she could easily, Sophie could easily be
especially, again, I say all the time, especially with Twitter and Reddit, bro, these niggas will cancel you for fucking anything.
Influenced into being in one of their long form videos, and then she'd have to dress the exact way they dress, and since she's 17, she may not be comfortable dressing that way, and that's okay. Everyone can dress however they want, as long as they're not being influenced by someone and making them uncomfortable. Like,
you feel?
Possibly, once again, Amelia, I've said that like 8 times. And let's be honest, the long form that Nevada and Princess Amelia and her brother all make, those are so obviously scripted, so she could have some scripted role.
Yo, Amelia's whole fucking character. I'm sorry, bro. The fucking spoiled brat little sister character. Yo, that shit is so funny, bro. And heads will, again, like, their main demographic, we've been saying this shit the whole time, too. Truly repeats and stuff. We know. Their main demographic is jits, so obviously jits are gullible. They're not able to see through this shit, but boy, bro, when niggas hit the age where you actually start locking in and you can peep game on this shit, like, what's the terminology for this? Nah, honestly, peeping game really just is the best way. Or like, you aren't rose tinted no more, bro. It's like, what the fuck, bro? That's how I just be looking at all these heads, whether it be a teenage, not teenage, fucking, literally made that mistake here. I was talking about it earlier. Whether it be one of the influencer girly pops or even one of the teenage influencer girly pops. Shit. Anyway. Or whether it be like, you know what I'm saying, some of these other heads within the dramas, we covering like, you know what I'm saying, H3 versus Hassan, H3 versus Yoko Soda, all that type of jazz. Yo, like, you could just see through, and it's like crazy. I really don't even know how to explain it. It's like, you could just like see heads as bullshit. Like, oh yeah, they're doing some wild shit. It's like, oh yeah, nah, y'all bulls are sneaky. Like, y'all clearly doing this boy all for optics, for PR. You don't give a shit about nothing. It's for the clout, the money. Like, it's damn. I really wish I had a better way to explain it. Truly's a dumbass. We know. Maybe I'll think of one in like 2 minutes.
That could make her look unlikable. Like, there's so many different ways that could go wrong, because those collabs usually include a lot of people. Like Princess Amelia's videos, her brother as always, and
in every video, I'm like, bro, why is this nigga here?
Some other friends, Nevada sometimes. These collabs, so blatantly scripted. They like go to a haunted house and they're all talking, and it's like, okay, none of you guys...
Oh yeah, I remember when what was it, John, when they went to Disney World or some shit?
Can you guys just show where the script is already? You guys are terrible actors, no offense. So who knows, like, they could make her say something she doesn't want to say, but she's already in this collab, she doesn't want to lose these friends. They're just not great people to be around. And our content...
I mean, niggas... Bro, nah, I'm gonna come off as the ethereal hater, but I don't care. I need someone to explain to me how the fuck I would make this content. Like, you could not, like, bro, Batman could beat my ass every day. I'm telling you, bro, I'm not getting up and making this shit. There's no way. It just can't, bro. I would hate my life.
Alone, independent, or with her mom is perfect. Like, she doesn't need these people. Sure, they give her a little extra views, but overall, she's got a pretty loyal following. She still gets a good amount of views. Like, she'd be fine on her own, in my opinion. But I understand why she's doing it. But once again, like, she has a good reputation. I think she'd be okay on her own. Kind of like Mermaid Scales. Mermaid Scales would be good on her own, and Mermaid Scales basically collabs with no one, and my guess, to stay out of controversies and stuff.
Probably.
And just do her own thing, which she's free to do. And it is just really nice to see these unproblematic shorts creators just creating fun and nice content, and I really hope none of them get ruined in some controversy.
It's salad. Yeah. But I'm gonna have to dress up like you. You're gonna do my makeup and get boba. Let's go. Alright, we're ready. Let's go, you guys.
Hi everybody, it's Sophie and welcome to my YouTube channel.
If you compare the content Sophie makes with the toxic friend group she's in, or just the content she makes on her own, there's such a huge difference, and it's kind of sad, because the content she makes with her toxic friends, it's like the fast-paced editing, Mr. Beast editing type. Like,
Mr. Beastification? Oh no. It's the retention spam. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta make sure they don't click off the TikTok.
It's like split second,
yeah.
And it doesn't feel very natural.
Ting, 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 ting. Yo, it's always some clip, bro. Always always some John, bro, to keep your eyes popping, bro, so you're locked in. I'm telling you, it's so bad, bro. Heads really don't have attention spans that go past 15 seconds. It's ridiculous. Like,
or just talking to a camera, it feels so natural, and it just is much more enjoyable to watch. It feels like she actually has like this care for her audience and really wants the best for them. Here, I'll show you a good example.
So when you believe that you are unattractive, it is what shows on the outside. My mom has also said this to
yo, that rhetoric, what was I saying this for? Oh yeah, this is the same rhetoric I share for like, yo, if heads go into like life and all this type of John with bad, like, you know what I'm saying, already bad, or thinking negative about it, or thinking things are going to go like terribly or whatever, it will be, because you're already going in basically with the intentions that it'll be bad, bruh. Nah, you got this. Why I always say, put out positivity, baby. You gotta think more positive. You heard? I ain't gonna lie. Let's think we gonna get to success.
me. When you see a confident person walking, doesn't matter woman or man or anybody, just a person walking and they're confident, another person looking at that
shoot, then that person isn't me, because you gotta go outside to see that
confident person will think that they're beautiful.
Not many content creators do this, where they sit in their car and they just give their audience advice, because
yo, no cap, you know what, this for the Huns that's exclusively watching this video, because this was something I was talking about with the boss. So if y'all already know, I never talk about it, I never shill. Y'all know how I get down with that, John. If heads want to subscribe, we appreciate it. To see more content is love. If heads like the video, they liked it. That's on your own incentive. But I'm not going to be begging heads to do that shit, because at the end of the day, it's still y'all choice. So no matter how much I got on this shit, please subscribe. This and third. And also the preface, there's nothing wrong with telling your audience to like and subscribe. Duh. Truly personal preference. But yeah, I'm not about to be wasting time on it, because y'all gonna do that if you want to. You feel me? Again, show love. But yo, this is the John that I want to do. I feel like I'm gonna wait till I get my car though. But on my second page, anyway, that was with me, John. Down in the description, y'all can go check it out. There's nothing on it, but y'all can go subscribe to that. I guess Trill Noir. At first, it was like, yo, why is Trill bored or whatever? But I changed the name to Trill Noir because that John sound exquisite, baby. Yeah, I think I want to start posting them type vids on there when I get a car. Like, I just want to get, like, literally just get in my car and just phone prop up and just start chatting, because y'all already know. Yo, if you watching this vid, I think we know Trilly Yaps. I think we're privy to that, right? So yeah, y'all already know I'll be yapping up on that boy probably every day. But one, gotta get wheels. That John's expensive. Two, yeah, what are we gonna talk about? Trilly Yaps, but about what? I just gonna be crying. But anyway, that's a sidebar. Y'all let me know. Should I just start posting on that boy? You know what I'm saying? Do we start posting on Trill Noir now, bro? Forget the car. Y'all let me know. That's what it is. Timestamp it for sure.
because overall it doesn't generate a ton of money, because the videos are usually pretty short and they're not fast edited, and they just don't usually get as much views as the other content. So it shows that
See, that's a problem with shorts and shit and TikTok. That's what I'm saying. You can't, like, when you're doing when you're building a like audience and shit off of shorts, this is the main problem. You're building such a broad audience that no one can truly like connect with you. This is why I always say, like, too, again, I was talking about earlier, like the parasocial, there's a level of like barrier to that, but also that parasociality does help, I guess, like, not only you, but like obviously the person, because, you know, they feel that connection with the creator, but obviously the creator themselves, because then they know they got viewers, heads in the audience, again, that's gonna come back and watch the vids. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're posting shorts and all this, all heads gonna want to see the dancing, the POV, the skits, yada yada. When you start talking, heads don't give a fuck. And obviously that's different for Miss Manassan. Cool heads, you know how that goes. But in terms of like that, yeah, that would make sense that obviously shorts viewers wouldn't translate to long form content, because these niggas are watching shorts most of the time. If it goes past 15 seconds, like, we're drooling on ourselves. You know what I mean? It's like,
Sophie truly believes in this. That's why she's making this video. Let's compare it to Nevada. Nevada makes very, very clickbaity videos. We've already
hell yeah, you remember is she about to talk about it? Hold on.
been over some of them.
Oh no, she didn't talk about it. There was one video where like Nevada goes on a fucking date with her stalker, some dumb shit. Yeah, we know what type of content.
Some are more harmful than others, but some are just blatantly kind of disrespectful. Here's one where she talks about a stalker, and overall the video is just so tone deaf on how stalkers actually work that it's hilarious. Hilariously bad.
Oh, so we just showing the context. Oh, I bet. Even better.
Not hilarious in a good way.
Today I'm dating my stalker for 24 hours.
Yeah, man. Be hating life more and more every day.
So as I found out, you cannot plan a good date, so I'm gonna do it today.
I'm gonna be called woke a million times for this, and I don't really care. if people use that as an insult, because being woke isn't really an insult anyway. Like, that's not a real insult. But I feel like a lot of women actually have to deal with stalkers, so making a joke video where you date this dude and pretend to have him, or stage where he chases you around and you scream, is very, very weird and insensitive.
It's just shit content. Like, let's be real. It's just the only motherfuckers I would watch like videos like that are fucking kids. And this is the same reason why I keep bringing this shit up, especially on the tip of like Nevada, bro, with the as you be collabing with, like, yo, what's going on here? And also the content, obviously, EXO team shit. Yo, what type of shit are you promoting to these jits? Like, I really have to ask the question. I ain't gonna lie. But even, like, obviously, what Coco's crazy saying, like, duh, yeah, you shouldn't promote fucking dating a stalker, because heads obviously deal with these problems IRL in real life. But the content is just bad. My question is, like, who the fuck is watching this? But we answered that.
But that's kind of the content she makes, and I know I should not be preaching about clickbait. I'm not saying it's really clickbait, though she is blatantly lying in the thumbnail, because I can't preach about clickbait. What I'm saying is overall the video is just kind of insensitive to actual people that have had to deal with stalkers. And it's just lying, like, it's very obviously her friend. But she knows that 2-year-olds will fall for this. So if you compare the two...
There you go. That's what I'm saying, because the fucking jits are gonna watch this shit and they're gullible enough to believe it.
Content, one person is actually passionate, and the other one is just like, I don't even know what she's trying to do here, other than just get views and clout.
Hi everybody, it's Sophie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have been getting a lot of messages throughout my social media career that you guys are really amazed of how close me and my mom is.
And I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but
Yo, shout out the boss! You feel me? I know she watching this job. Gotta be kidding me. Yo, you already know. Shout out, share love with the boss. That's one thing I can really admire about Miss Manassyan. Like, yeah, she obviously does make that content with her mom. She obviously has a good relationship with her mom. And that's something I think is good. But that's a bias on Trilly, because everyone knows what's number one for Trilly. Family, baby. Your peoples. Again, best interests at heart. Keep them close. You gonna need them. Especially if you get into this content bullshit.
I think Sophie has actually changed my mind, because I've never seen someone seem to be doing so well that has been popular on the internet for so long. Like, I literally was scrolling through her channel and I found a video of her playing with Barbies for a Barbie commercial, and she is for once a kid that I don't feel bad for on the internet. Like, she genuinely feels passionate, hardworking, and happy. It's not like she's just being forced to make content because her parents want her to. Like, she seems to have a very good relationship with her mom. Everything just feels so genuine with her, if that makes sense.
You're gonna wear makeup, you're gonna wear perfume, you gotta put some hair clips on your head, you gotta have your phone with you always, you can drink a...
My brain, like, immediately fucking turns off whenever shit like this goes. Like, bro, I'm dead ass just sitting there like... Light work, no reaction. Bro, some jinxing, bro. I can't, bro. It is just like, yo, my brain just starts melting out of my ears. I'm like, here we go.
Boba. You can play games all day, you can chill, you can make TikTok, you can make thirst trap. Oh yeah, the thirst trap part.
Please make it stop. I don't know what did I do to deserve the torture. That's so tough.
I'm gonna make you do some thirst
Oh
traps.
yeah, you gotta teach me how to do the thirst traps.
And you're gonna teach me how to do the AI Sophie.
Yeah, the app, bro, I would love to look at, like, the stats, bro, like their YouTube studio analytics, bro. Like, the age range for their shit. Like, bro, hold on. Let me show y'all mine so y'all can get, like, a John on this. Hold on. Yeah, like, it tells you the demographics and all that type of jazz. Like, hold on. If y'all look, like, bro, it shows the age, so obviously you see Trilly. Yo, shout out to babes once more. I say it all the time. This is why that Trilly misogynist shit was so fucking stupid. Because, yeah, the babes watching Trilly more than the bros, but, hey, Trilly's misogynist facts. But anyway, it shows, like, the ages and shit, like 13 to 17, 18, 24, 25, 30, you know, going up. I guarantee you, like, yo, their shit is probably 80% here. Like, it's all fucking kids. Because there's no way in hell that a grown adult is watching this shit. Hypocritical Trilly.
This video has 2 million views. It's her most
Of course it does.
viewed video where she collabs. But look at that editing. It's like, I honestly, personally have nothing against this editing, because I understand as a content creator, it's very, like, the internet is a tough place, and to get a lot of watch time, you have to have stuff heavily edited. So I
disagree, but then again, at the same time, Trilly's still a small YouTuber. But yeah, we post the longest yap sesh slops, and heads still be watching. So I don't know. I really, again, I just feel it. What it really is, I tell heads all the time. I've literally been saying this so often recently. It is just depending on the factor: are you entertaining or not? If you have no personality and you're not entertaining, bro, you're done. No one's watching. This was the same shit I was saying about fucking Claire Dow ex-boyfriend. This nigga, if he was doing all this shit or whatever, like when all the John that went down with Claire Dow, if he was doing all this shit for fame and clout, that shit was X'd out. Because as far as I'm concerned, that nigga, bro, he might as well be Lala Sadi. I couldn't tell if that nigga was a real human or not. Boy, he was smiling ear to ear in his response. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, that nigga, that's an NPC, gang. Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. That, like, niggas like him, bro, I'm not sure if we gonna be seeing you around or if niggas gonna be saying you're that entertaining. But, yo, if you are not entertaining at all, oh yeah, it's done. It's done, so no one's gonna watch. Because if you're not entertaining, fuck is the point of watching?
Actually hate this editing style, but I understand it feels less genuine and a lot more manufactured. Plus, it's after like Mr. Beast blew up, basically everyone started using this style.
Mr. Beastification.
So it's not really unique anymore. Literally every like major channel uses it. It's just so quick, like
Yeah,
you
you'll
can't
see like Arax, Stokes Twins, yada yada. Like
even count how many little things happened in a minute. It's so
Ryan Trahan to a degree.
quick. And if you like it, I understand it's very, very entertaining to watch. But if you don't, I understand it's probably because it doesn't feel like it's coming from her. It feels like it's coming from like a business. And I watch some content creators for fun. There's very few people, I am sub to a lot of people, but there's very few that I actually watch for fun, that I actually enjoy. But
see, this is the separation too. Like, I mean, obviously some of the heads I'll come up in here and watch for slops or whatever. Like, I'll watch them behind the scenes too. But yo, this is especially true, and I say it all the time. But like, yo, you gotta be able to like separate that junk. And my like pleasure content to watch, shout out Pope Diorio. You already know. Preciate Nicholas Day Audio. Yeah, nah, I be watching Pope Diorio all the time, the streams and all that type of jazz. You gotta have personal content, especially again as a content creator, because you don't want to get burned out on just everything on the internet. Because how the fuck you gonna do your, let's be frank here, your job, but just make videos and shit? Because yeah, you're always looking at Jones constantly. This is how heads get that burnout.
I can think of one person that I watch for fun that recently he like made his editing a lot quicker, and people were mad. Like they were in his comment sections being like, we don't want the music, we don't want this. And I haven't been watching him for too long, so I didn't really care that much, but people were mad. So with some content creators, they really don't like this change because it feels manufactured. And I also can think of the example with Penguin02. I don't watch him a ton.
Charlie.
But he recently added editing to one of his videos, and a lot of people felt like that made it a lot less genuine. So it really just depends on the person. Me personally, I don't really care, but I can just see why people think that our content is genuine. And
yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm just lazy as fuck. Like I say it all the time though, like slop content, yada yada. I'm not editing that shit. I don't give a fuck. I tell y'all, bro, I get up on here, the slops be there, we gonna give our opinions and conjecture, we gonna head out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no Mr. Beast edits. Either you gonna watch or you not.
her collabs don't seem as much from the heart, because the content she sets in her car, I mean, that's what some people like in content creators, because they hate that Mr. Beast feeling. And I understand why people are annoyed with that and stuff, because once again, I've seen it happen with other creators. But
it gets rid of that relatability factor. Like, see, that's why like a lot of heads really started hating on Mr. Beast, because it just, not even to seem like he went corpo, he just did go corpo. Like, he's the biggest fucking YouTuber on the planet. Like, it's like, if you're gonna be like trying to achieve that shit, bro, you're gonna have to go corpo. There's no other way. Which means you gotta be brand friendly, less risque, less fucking, you know what I'm saying, obviously doing like edgier type of shit. That's just what it is. And some heads, frankly, and I don't blame him, because yo, I'd be part of this too, fucking hate that. It's like you're sanitizing yourself. We just came off of this shit with Luddy. I'm like, god damn it. It's like, yo, these heads, bro, they let me not yap it too crazy. Anyway, to encapsulate it, it's just like, yeah, at some point you start to lose that, I guess, like connection with your audience, because it seems like, yeah, you just got too big for us. Like, you got too corpo for us. And that's some shit, I'm gonna keep it a buck, truly do be scared of. But at the same time, I keep telling y'all, I don't give a fuck if we got 1, we got 10, which shout out y'all again for that. Love. We got 100, we got 1,000,000. Bro, that cloud shit. Plus, I really don't give a fuck about that. We gotta put the boss in a 5-bed, 5-bath, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Got shit to do.
In my personal opinion, that isn't really the biggest problem. It's because it's understandable. These collabs are expensive. You have to fly out and meet these people. So you're gonna want these.
See, like, I don't feel like doing all that shit. Like, bro.
Videos to be hits, because, like, you're literally financially relying on this. So I can understand why she edits. I have nothing against that. Again, tons of people do it. Who cares? But what I'm saying is that's something people are also annoyed with. I've seen comments kind of complaining about that, so I thought I'd mention that. Another reason why people don't like her being part of this friend group is because it makes her seem more businesslike and less genuine, which once again, me personally, I don't really care. It's more of what these people have done that I'm just scared they're going to influence her. But that's just a complaint I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, whether you like accept or like not even accept, whether you are entertained or like her content or not, that's your prerogative, you know what I mean? The obvious, like Miss Coco Crazy said, is yeah, the influences surrounding her, because obviously you don't want her to go down a bad timeline, even though it seems the world's constantly going down that.
I have had people compare me, like my friends in real life, to Anna Oop, and that personally annoys me because I know I'm like, I may sound a bit like her, but like, oh my gosh, I do not like Anna Oop because she's like...
I'm sorry, that shit was so... So they quit calling me Anna Oop?
the manufactured version of commentary. She doesn't feel natural at all. She's obviously a team of people, so I can understand why maybe Sophie herself even wouldn't want to be put in like the manufactured section, and it's just very...
Yeah, I'm trying to... Bro, this is why I keep saying it. I don't care if Chili repeats himself every vid, say the same John, I'ma stamp it in so y'all really lock it in your brains, especially if you want to become a content creator. Keep it genuine from the beginning. It doesn't matter how fucking big you get, right? That's not even the factor, because obviously if you, as a content creator, the only thing you can do is grow. That's the whole point of putting out content. It's gonna grow in views, you're gonna grow your subscribers, you're gonna grow your wealth. Like, duh, the only way to go when you post is up, technically. I ain't gonna lie. Well, actually let me sidebar that. If you're putting out good Johns consistently and all that type of jazz, because if you pull up Miss Dow, you're going down. I'm gonna let you know immediately you're going down, right? Anyway, like, sidebar off of that, it's there's just so much that like just goes into all this. Like, there's so much nuance.
Very annoying. I even saw some like this, you know, those spam accounts on Twitter that will like spam these things trying to make money. One spammed something about my channel, and they were saying how like the reason I'm successful on YouTube, and I know they do this to every commentary channel, but whatever. They said the reason I was successful on YouTube is because my content is low effort, apparently.
Oh, they hit her with the slop allegations. I'll look niggas dead in their face. I'll look niggas dead in their eye. My content is fucking terrible, and that, when I say that shit, I don't mean it by the people I watch. Their videos are really good, so I don't know why they're saying that to me. It goes crazy. But for those niggas saying that shit, my content is fucking terrible. It's slop, reaction commentary. It is easy as fuck. It is low effort. It is all this shit, and I'm gonna keep posting it because I love it, baby. Sloppy. So yeah, if you think you about to get to my head saying that shit, guess what? We gonna keep milking these shits. Gonna keep making the low effort vids. What did I just say like 2 minutes ago? Come up and this boy do the slops, keep it pushing, bro. If you don't want to watch sloppy ass content, go watch someone's content who you deem as good. Like, this be the shits I be talking about all the time. Like, yo, heads will love to come up on your shit and police you on your Johns to fit, like, so you can fit like their perfect ideal content creator. Yo, either you like the shit that I post or you fucking don't. And then that's a whole nother thing of like, I say all the time with the hate versus genuine criticism. I totally understand. If heads give you genuine criticism on a factor to like improve your content creation journey or to like help you as a person, I always say that, like, yo, that's good. But bruh, if you coming in this shit, yo, do this, nah, you're doing this, doing that, bruh, don't watch. Go watch whoever you want to watch. Like, you not about to police me, I swear. Like, that shit actually does get me mad. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, nah, slop content, how I would describe it, yes, is easy to make, low effort content. Yeah, like that's just directly what it is.
But it seems genuine or something. It seems like it's from me, like it doesn't feel manufactured, and that actually...
Oh yeah, because you have to come up on this boy to give your own commentary, your own opinions and conjecture. It's got to be you giving it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not the low effort, that kind of hurt my feelings, but like, I think they used the word authentic, and that kind of made me feel good, because I've never really thought that. Like, it feels like, they said something, it feels like gossip with a friend or something. Like,
I've seen heads say this to me too, and it's the cutest thing ever. Because like, heads will be like, yo, we're enjoying the slops together, you know what I'm saying? Or it feels like, I remember, what did oh my, okay. Some heads have said a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Some heads was like, yo, it feels like Trilly's the zesty bestie. I say it all the time. You're not zesty. I'm a lesbian. There's a difference. Lovely, baby. But anyway, some heads will be like, yeah, yo, it feels like we're watching the slopper, going, like, having conjecture with a friend on the slops. And I'm not gonna lie, that feeds into the parasociality. We gotta make our barriers. But it is cute, though. I ain't gonna cap, because technically, we are. I'm watching this boy, and y'all watching me watch this boy. going back and forth conjecture. Y'all already know, second monitor content, yada yada.
Just it doesn't feel robotic. I think that's kind of nice. Like everyone wants to, most content creators, some, I mean, obviously just want money and they don't really care. That's the only thing they're after. But most content creators, I feel like it's not rare to want to be like authentic. They don't want to seem business-like. But sometimes being authentic will cost you views because the content's a lot more simple sometimes. It's not as high
Who that a problem for? Again, heads gonna watch or they not. That's what it is. That is what it is at the end of the day. No matter how trash your content is or how trash you consider somebody's John or how good or whatever, heads that want to watch that specific John is gonna watch that John. If they don't, they won't. Simple.
effort. And so once again, I can understand why she would do this, but at the same time, I can understand why her longtime fans would maybe criticize this a bit because they don't want her to end up like some of these controversial people because they truly care about her and really enjoy her content.
And so right now, I have a little pause in my day where I was about to like grab dinner or something, but I just wanted to devote the time to just sitting here talking with you guys. I'm gonna do a little Q&A.
And something that really stands out about
that
her
was
is
my idea, going back to the Tro Noir thing I was saying earlier. Yo, that was my idea, like to get y'all to like every ep or like some junk like that, get y'all to ask me questions or whatever, I can answer them on there. I feel like that'll be fun, but again, well let's see if Trilly gets not lazy to actually start posting on that shit.
Is that unlike even her friends and stuff, she doesn't act like, and I'm not saying Amelia, other people, she doesn't act like she's a celebrity. A lot of people, when they become popular influencers, all of a sudden think they're like this famous actress and everyone wants to be them, and they just have this severe main character syndrome.
That's what I was saying, bro. I don't know how that happens to heads, bro. I really don't know. That's why I keep saying, like, bro, I'm not shit. Cause I never will be at the same time. No matter how many subs, whatever cheese, like, bro, you always just gonna be human, gang. You're not a god. Watch out.
But she'll sit in her car, answer Q&A. She'll make simple TikToks giving advice. Like, it's so simple and it's so pure, and she hasn't like let the attention get to her head, and it's clear she doesn't think she's better than everyone. And that's something refreshing to see, because once again, people with even small followings think that they're like celebrities. I
Especially on the TikTok tip Z list. Try again.
recently saw this dude who got in this drama, and he was complaining about how like everyone's obsessed with his life now and stuff. He was like, yeah, I've had to deal with all these people being so obsessed with me. And it's like, dude, you have 30,000 TikTok followers. No one is obsessed with you, dude. Even if you had 1 million, you still...
Woo! Yeah, I say it all the time. 1 million followers on TikTok translates to 10,000 on YouTube. You're not fucking famous if you have TikTok followers. Understand.
Should not be whining about this, because at the end of the day, you're just an influencer. You're not a celebrity. And I can understand to some extent why especially young people would all of a sudden think they're this celebrity, because I mean the numbers do seem big. Like when you put in your head, if you
okay, we talk validation, gratification again. The heads saying, "Oh, you're so cool, I don't understand the theory," gonna have you boosted. This is how heads get their minds corrupted, and all these bulls constantly. This is literally what happened to Clara Dow, but obviously without the body positivity Jones and all that type of shit. But like this is quite literally that. Like heads are boosting your John up, bro, and then like, yo, your true colors start coming out, flip up, boom, you're gonna see what it was.
10,000 followers, that's a lot of people, even though in reality on social media it's nothing. And if you have 100,000, that seems like a ton, because I mean, imagine 100,000 people in a stadium. That's a ton of people, but at the end of the day, a lot of those are bots, and it's just...
Now, about to say, I'm sorry, like again, TikTok numbers do quite literally nothing for me. Like those Jones don't even faze me. Like
social media isn't real life. It doesn't really mean much, unless you have like 50 million.
That needs to be stamped in more, yeah. Like this internet shit for the internet. Like again, that's the whole thing I'll be talking about too. Once it go off the internet, that shit real problem. But this internet shit, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I literally say it all the time, bro. Yo, you having a problem? Motherfuckers is I don't know, cyberbullying you or some shit like that, bro. Here you just gotta pull up one of these, bro. You just gotta phone off. They bullying you now? They not. That's the shit I be talking about, bro. Obviously, there's nuances to that too. Like it could go deeper depending on what levels it is. But a lot of heads, it's just themselves putting themselves like online and constantly being on that. And especially if you're like heads like Ian, just reading hate comments and stuff like that. Like you just messing up your own Jones.
Million followers, and even then I've seen AI slop channels with like 20 million followers. In reality, social media,
that Jones getting bad, isn't
real life, so you're not really in any, like, you can have a community, you can have an audience and stuff, but at the end of the day, thinking you're like above everyone because of it is so pathetic. And it seems like I'm just like preaching to the choir, but like genuinely, like this is something I see all the time. It's just annoying, and it's just refreshing to see someone, especially this young,
See, I definitely understand that. If there's one thing that gets truly jaluper right there, it's YouTube analytics and that type of stuff, like talking like numbers and all that, bro. Because yeah, what Miss Coco's Crazy is saying is true. Like a lot of these numbers, especially on TikTok, do not translate to other platforms. So these heads again will get inflated egos, think they're fucking famous. Yo, TikTok get banned, deleted, or some shit happened. You'll realize you're a fucking nobody. Let's keep it a buck. Like,
not brag about it, not brag about how much she makes and stuff, and just be humble and be sweet to her audience, not be involved in any, like, obviously
appreciate your audience, baby.
Stage drama. Piper, speaking of stage drama, that's such an annoying problem right now, because on TikTok and stuff, it, like, the Bob House and stuff, the amount of stage drama they had was unbelievably
their shit. This is why I don't cover Bot House drama no more, because I'm like, yeah, that shit is actually confirmed manufactured. Like,
annoying. Like all the Bot House.
I'm pretty sure, like, wasn't Sophie Rain and Camille Arjo beefing or some shit? I'm like, bro, I don't believe this shit. And then when fucking the one girly popping this shit, fucking Joy May left or whatever, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm
drama.
like,
almost all of it was obviously
get Piper Raquel the fuck out of there, and then, bro, we leaving their asses to be Jazz's, bro. Like,
staged. But every single time, people would blatantly fall for it, and they'd be like talking about it, making videos about it, videos on their take, and it was like, dude, they obviously staged this for attention.
That's what I'm saying. Again, that's what exactly why I don't cover this shit anymore. I don't
Piper,
care.
which of course probably her mom making this anyway, but like the breakup situation with her, with Capri or whatever his name was.
Oh, Capri. Yo, fucking how Coco's Crazy said that shit is so funny. Capri? Yo, trust me, do not make fun of the Huns. I know, just a little funny. I ain't gonna lie. Cause yo, anyway. Going off of that, yeah, the fucking Capri shit, bro, with Piper Raquel shit was so fucking dumb. And he had like this shirt that was saying like, yo, I love cheating or some stupid shit. I'm like, bro, some of these, I can't cover it because it would legitimately make me crash out. Like, that is actual high school, grade school fucking drama. And bro, no.
Obviously staged beef in the history of the world, but that got millions of likes, tons of views, tons of attention, when it was obviously the most staged thing on earth. And I get it, it's entertaining and stuff, but like, at the end of the day,
not for me, but this is exactly why I'm not consuming that shit.
Wouldn't you rather watch something that's real and genuine than like this very obviously staged, awkward drama that constantly goes viral on the internet? I mean, either people...
Well, Jits will watch anything. Glazers will always watch their favorite content creator, and Gooner niggas will goon. So that's how they confirm keep some of their audiences at the very least. But sidebar in that, yeah, I don't know how heads watch this junk, because I feel Coco's Crazy. You'd probably want to watch something a bit more real. I don't know though. Again, that is true to what you're saying. You're just gonna watch whatever entertains you. That's what I was saying earlier too.
People don't want to believe it's fake, so they just are like, oh, it's too interesting, or they just like, they're too dumb to realize it's fake. Because you gotta remember, the internet drama is basically just like rage bait. Like, the person who's making it knows what they're doing, and sometimes they'll even be the villain. Like Capri, he was the villain. I cheated on her. He made like 50 videos. He literally got a t-shirt. He was
Do I lie about him? I don't. I ain't gonna lie. Trilly knows his T's and slops.
Doing all he could to bring attention to this obviously staged drama, because at the end of the day, he's still winning. People forget about it in a minute because him and Piper got back together, and I mean, they forgot about it, and all he did was get millions of views, millions of likes, and way more attention. His account got completely boosted. So just like rage baiters, these people who fake these dramas get tons and tons of benefits from it. So it just would be really sad if this toxic friend group, who obviously stages their videos, like their stupid drama videos and stuff, very obviously staged, and the XOXO team, there's so many different tactics.
Finally, they get their shout out, I guess, at us. But yeah, nah, EXO team is dead.
That they could leave Sophie to that are just very, very toxic, and I certainly hope they don't end up leading her any of these ways, and I hope she leaves eventually.
Dating my stalker for 24 hours. So as I found out, you cannot plan a good date, so I'm gonna do it today.
You know what? I might have to apologize. That video just feels natural, you know? She
top tier level Coco's Crazy rage bait.
definitely brought that dude, but she definitely didn't bring that dude in. Like, that was natural. That totally happened. And I know there's gonna be people in my comments saying, obviously it's staged, it's supposed to be funny, you moron, and then they're gonna like...
It's supposed to be funny? For who? I'm gonna look at you, daddy. Yeah, you finding this John funny? Come on, word. You watching that video, you find it John hilarious? You laugh, genuinely. Stop lying. Like, yeah, let's not lie. Again, the only heads legitimately gonna be entertained by that, yo, Jits. Because if you are like, what is it, John? When you know how like they say the thing when you're a Jit and you finally like become conscious and you like can think. I don't know, like that. No, that is the perfect way to explain that. Heads will know what I'm talking about. Where I locked in. Wait, I have inner thoughts now, like type of shit. It's like once you have inner thoughts, bro, there's no way you're looking at this shit and being like, damn, bro, they really get down on this job, bro. Holy shit, bro, it's crazy, the drama, bro. It's the most fake shit I ever seen. It's like, oh my god, this is so hefty in the streamer space. Bro, perfect example of this, John, bro. If y'all think that DDG and India love, bro, oh my god, I can't. I hate it. I can't.
Put my address and full name in the comment section or something. But like, well, obviously not. She knows her audience are young. It's very obviously not supposed to be a joke. The title, just look at these thumbnails that she makes. Like, it's very obviously supposed to be like, it is clickbait. Coming from someone who's made clickbait, this is clickbait. And so far, despite Sophie being much younger than everyone except for Amelia, she's never posted anything even close to anything. Just look at Nevada's long form videos. I do apologize in advance because they're terrible, but you can look through
because you might scare yourself.
they're insane. Like, if you think I'm clickbaity, look at hers. Seriously, look at some of them. Like, they're literally insane. The thumbnails and everything. So Sophie,
yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Again, like the clickbait, John, that is such like bro, I am ignoring that at this point now. Like, clickbait is an irrelevant thing unless you're just like blatantly, maliciously lying on like your thumbnail and title and shit, bro. If you don't clickbait in this era, you're getting no fucking views. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, especially if you cover drama and shit, you're getting no views. Like, bro, you gotta clickbait that boy at least a little bit to get views, bro. We're in that era where heads again was straight up lie making their content and all this junk, just straight up do some skinwalker BS. Clickbaiting, yeah, we're past that. Like,
he has definitely not gone down that path, but you know, there's always a chance. Who knows how convincing Nevada is. But let's say maybe Sophie won't get influenced heavily by Nevada and will instead get influenced by Amelia's brother or Amelia.
No! No! My time is no! No.
Her brother. What exactly would happen? No. This is what would happen. Warning, it is quite sad and very distressing. She will begin to have to dress the same way that other people she collabs with do, and maybe that won't be in her comfort zone. If it is, cool. If it isn't, then that is pretty sad. And that will also mean that she'll have to do the same stuff with older content creators and film more videos that are for more adult audiences, which means that her content will be filled with not the best people on the earth, not exactly the people we have in our center of our society, kind of the people we reject, and I can't say their name because they're not exactly in our group, they're not really like us. Those type of people will love to talk and discuss in our comment sections, just like they do in Amelia's, and some of these weirdos won't even know that she is younger because they will
oh yeah, we talking about the EDP bulls. Okay, word. At first I was kind of lost. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what kind of bulls they gonna find, huh? Yeah, the Gooner bulls.
Out with these older people, and that doesn't give them a right to make these weird comments, but I'm just saying she'll be even more pushed towards these type of people that we don't like. And I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, I feel like, yo, that type of John, and it's bad, but it's inevitable. I'm gonna keep it a buck, because bro, it's the internet. Let Trilly be the one to tell you there is some weird ass niggas on the internet. Yeah, so it's bad. Yeah, we need to get those niggas out of their comment sections.
It wouldn't happen to my Sophie. No, they wouldn't bother my Sophie. Oh, they bother anyone. Just look at my just Jules video. You don't even have to be. These people find everyone. But what I'm saying is, if you film more like adult content with more adults, then that will reach more people that I wouldn't be surprised if Sophie, who is not an adult, would not be comfortable with. So overall, I'm just saying that all these friends don't really lead to ideal ends. And me personally, I don't know how much Sophie likes these people. It's not really in my business, so yeah, whatever, she can like them however much she wants. But she is friendly. She seems friendly from the camera, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if she's super friendly in real life. So I assume, like, if...
I expect, like, out of, like, Sophie herself, she probably is cool people. So I'm just saying, like, with all this jazz, it's all so fucking fake and transactional. I fucking hate it. Like, I really do, bro. And, like, you would want to believe that collabs and shit are genuine. I just don't believe that shit.
If they asked to collab, she probably wouldn't be like, no, peasant, don't ever text me again.
No, I don't think she would be on that type of tip, but it's like, yeah, this junk all really is for the content. Like, I really don't feel the genuineness, at least, like, with some of these collabs and junks like that, at least between some of these heads, because, again, like, yo, Sophie, especially on her own, like, yeah, nah, she's chilling, bro. She's just making le peace content. The junk's nice.
Like, I feel like she's probably just very, very friendly with people, and that's what makes these collabs so easy for her. But when she collabs with them, it just feels like if Mermaid Scales joined the Mr. Beast crew. It's like you go from like someone who's like known for being
Wait, that just threw me so off. That's so funny. Mermaid Scales joined the Mr. Beast crew. Yo, Mermaid Scales about to be fucking hanging out with Carl, bro. That shit got me dead as fuck.
genuine and authentic, joining like more of like people that
Yo, it's about to be chilling with Nolan.
are just there for more business and views and stuff and drama. So it's just like it doesn't exactly mix. It just feels off. It doesn't feel right. And another thing I can't stress enough is that Sophie, for once, is like a shorts creator and TikToker that gives girls confidence. You saw the video I showed earlier where she's talking about anyone can be beautiful if they're confident enough. If you look confident enough, people will see you as beautiful.
Confidence, not cockiness.
And that's a pretty sweet message to give out. And Sophie, just like compared to Nevada, who makes videos talking about how you can lose a certain amount of you-know-what in a matter of days and showing one photo of her completely overweight and the other one of her not. And it's just the mindset she's giving to so many, and let's be honest, Nevada's audience are kids. The mindset she's giving to so many kids is so...
All these heads' audience are kids.
so
like,
unbelievably toxic. Like, they're seeing that enough. They don't need their favorite influencer to also be promoting it. And there's lots of others, too, that do this. And it's just nice to see someone that's like, hey, you're beautiful the way you are. You just need to be confident about it, and people will see the true you. That's such a nice message, because it's just weird. It's like they're polar opposites in so many different ways. Because at the end of the day, usually beauty is something you really can't control to an extent. So just telling girls...
Yeah, because like, especially like physical attraction, like that's all, I say it all the time too, that's all based on genetics, RNG. Like however you come out is however you gonna be. And within that, like I say all the time, you gotta min-max your build. You can only do the best with what you've got, because yo, you're just not gonna be somebody else. That's why, again, I find like the Jones, especially like going on with Jushika, I always mention that, like, just dumb. You can't base your insecurities off of like the beauty of someone else, because you're never gonna be them. You don't have the same genetics, all this different type of jazz. You can only go based off of what you can do with maximally yourself. And then once you've achieved that, any other insecurities, sorry, you're gonna have to let them Jones go, because there's nothing you can do about it. It's like that one picture I show all the time or whatever. Can you change the problem? If yes, okay, then go change it. If the answer is no, or what, no, better yet, it's like, yo, is there a problem or whatever? And if the answer is no, then it's nothing, right? If the answer is yes, well, can you fix that problem? If yes, why are you worrying? If no, why are you worrying? It's like, yo, if you can change it, do something. If you can't, there's no point in fretting over it. I'm just saying.
Girls that you should look a certain way and this and that, and how to get that way is so unbelievably toxic. But when you tell girls that they can just be confident and they'll be beautiful, it's just like
that you should just be confident. That's really the tip. And again, like, separate the confidence from cockiness or whatever. But it's like, yo, the Huns is pretty. I don't care what nobody says. And it's the same thing for the bros, like heads be handsome and all that type of jazz. But especially, you know what I'm saying, on the tip of the girly pops, because, you know, we talking about Sophie Manassan. Like, yo, the girly pops is pretty. I don't understand why heads is like tripping over different Johns. Like, another thing with Jushika, like the whole thing about how she was magically insecure about how her face looked when she was talking. Oh my god, that had me so pissed, because I'm like, yo, hun, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not analyzing your whole face while you're talking to be seeing, oh my god, do you look pretty when your lip quivers like that? I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to understand what you're saying to be conveying with me, because what? We want to have good and excellent conversations, baby. Do love Yap Sesh. But yeah, like, no one, that's some shit that, like, I'll be saying, especially for the girly pops, you shouldn't be worried about. Like, those is things, like, I feel like you shouldn't waste time worrying about insecurities such as those. I totally, again, understand having insecurities. We all do to some effect. Trust. We all think there's something we can improve about ourselves. But worrying about things like that is just, that's done deal irrelevant. Like, don't even.
A refreshing message. Especially because I know a lot of people in her audience look up to her so much. So when she's actually spreading the right message, that's what makes this so much better. She's not like, oh guys, well, I kind of just gonna sell out now. Here's some unhealthy product that will change your face and blah 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 and make you look better because you look really terrible right now. Like, she's actually really genuine, and she actually wants to spread a positive message to her audience. I feel like it's gotten worse over the years too, and YouTube will age restrict me, so I can't go too much in depth. But on all the apps, the message going towards girls when it comes to this type of stuff, I really can't go into much more depth. It's so unbelievably toxic. I honestly, because I've been on the internet for quite a bit, I don't remember it being this bad. Like, it's always been bad, but like, especially like,
it's just more heads on the internet, and within more people, what breeds on the internet the most negativity. This is all you're gonna see, and it's only gonna get worse. I'm gonna let y'all know. No doomer shit, but that's really just what it is. Like, it's only gonna get worse. More and more people got access to technology, social media, apps, and all this different type of shit. The barrier to entry to content is easier. Like, within that, a lot of bad can spawn, and it tends to be frequent.
it's just there's ads on TikTok for certain products and stuff, and it's just like, I feel like the atmosphere's gone worse.
Yo, some of these ads on YouTube, bruh, yo, that John, I really need to like watch a video on that, John, because bro, it's so bad. Like, they basically promoting porn on this shit, bro. It's insane.
I don't know why. And on Twitter, especially on Twitter, do not
Let's not talk about that app.
go on there if you're under the age of, I don't even know.
Don't go on there in fucking general. Dead ass, that fucking cesspool garbage ass. I fucking hate that app. I really do, because one, it's a cesspool. Two, it breeds some of the dumbest motherfuckers on this planet. And by God, yo, I hate them. I can't. We gotta move on. Don't go on Twitter.
If you're under the age of 105, don't go on Twitter. It's terrible. It's super toxic. But anyway, I feel like it's just gotten worse. So more than literally ever, we need these type of people that are just like, hey, just be confident. You're really, really pretty. You don't need to change anything. And it's sad because her videos, Sophie's, will only get like 30,000 views, but Nevada's will get millions, because that's what we're told. Like, girls are told what they're supposed to look like, what they're supposed to believe in. So they
fuck that. That's just conforming to like beauty standards and shit. Like, that's forming, and better yet, that's conforming to society's beauty standards. Fuck that, baby. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, you have a, like, you know, like the 1 to 10 scale. Heads have, like, in society, a general thing to associate, like, okay, on a level, how attractive is this person? Things and such like that. But at the end of the day, what does Trilly say all the time? Physicals becomes irrelevant after a while. Obviously, you judge a book by its cover. Everyone does this. The first thing you're gonna see about a person is how they look. But yo, if the personality is not there, we do not care. Simple, sweep. So when it comes off, like, that's like, yeah, looks and John is cool, and like, yo, who doesn't want to be super pretty or super handsome? But bruh, if you're unbearable, who gives a shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't want to see these videos because they don't believe in this stuff anymore. So that's just why more than ever we need people that aren't toxic.
And I'm about to say, and you should believe in this, John. I don't know, again, for the girly pops, for the bros, heads, look nice. Be more confident in yourself. Just don't be cocky as hell. Don't be on the ego shit. You don't gotta think you're, well, obviously you shouldn't think you're the fucking arbiter, bro. You hot shit. You that nigga. You that bitch. Like, nah. But you can stand on your P's. Let heads know. You feel me? Like, but seriously though,
that actually care. Because once again, like, just look at the number comparison. People, all the comments were like, thank you, Nevada, thank you for this advice. Like, people genuinely believe her. Like, her young
advice from Nevada. Dunzo Delio.
Audience genuinely trusts her and believes her. And it's just sad because, like, she's not doing this because she cares about you guys. She's doing it because she knows it gets views. And luckily, when it comes to that type of toxicity, none of the other members promote that type of content. Their long-form content really isn't as bad. Amelia's mostly just content with her brother in basically every single one, which again is a little weird, but Amelia doesn't really...
Heads need to, you know what?
Great clickbaity content. It's mostly just long-form videos doing random activities.
They gonna talk more about Thomas.
With her brother.
I knew that boy was gonna go. Tough. Yo, no, that gets down. Come on. Had to change the battery. Come on, say it with me now, though. Say it with me now. Is that boy getting edited out? Hilarious. Hell nah. Hell nah. We was just talking about this earlier. Bro, put edits in the vids. Fuck no. Slop tuber. Slop creator. Sloppy. Lovely. Let's get back into it. No time to waste.
So, Amelia, I wouldn't say has the worst long-form content. It's definitely, that medal is definitely going straight to Nevada. But I think that Princess Amelia's brother is competing hard for that medal. He also doesn't exactly make the most wholesome, family-friendly content. Let's just say he's a little bit more worried about clout than anything. And his intentions, about 99% of the internet has realized by now, are not good. he's just not a very great person. I wouldn't say I hate him because I don't know him, and I really, really, really hope I never.
I dislike all the shit. See, this is a separation I've been making too. I gotta stop saying I hate niggas because, again, like Coca Crazy said, all these motherfuckers I see online, I don't know these niggas personally, so what the fuck? Fuck, I hate about them. You can hate. If somebody snakes you personally, IRL some shit, yeah, I can understand the hate because it's like, yeah, that's direct. But yeah, I don't hate any of these niggas. I severely dislike the shit that they put out on the internet. That's what it is.
Have to get to know him. I hope I never run into him. If I do, I'm probably gonna run away. Who knows? Maybe he's super, super likable or something. But
yeah, I wouldn't be too confident.
His content definitely is not it. It's not it, and he's definitely
I'm not feeling it at all.
Not acting the best around Amelia. That's for sure.
100% questionable.
Exactly the way a brother should act around her, to put it quite plainly.
As a brother myself, I know for damn sure I'm not doing what that nigga is.
Not jumping to the conclusion that he's a creep or anything. I'm just saying he should probably be acting a little bit more mature and not as weird as he's acting, to put it quite plainly. But
this is the thing too, when motherfuckers get clout and shit like that, bro, like they become like basically man children, to where like, since like obviously you got the clout, you got the fucking cheese and all that junk, you don't really gotta worry about responsibilities like that, because obviously responsibilities really breed off of struggle and shit like that. And if you got money and clout and all that, you're probably not struggling. And so niggas tend to act more immature. This is the shit they say about Drake all the time. Like,
that makes, once again, Sophie so much different is that she, in her videos, it's obvious it's her, not like an actor. With both Amelia, her brother, and Nevada, all of them have like this very, very fake character. Amelia plays like this staged, very, 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 it seems
please say it, the spoiled brat little sister, please.
So fake and staged. She's not the best at acting, but she's a kid, so look her for that. But she acts this bratty sister out where she like gets everything she wants and stuff, and it's very forced. And I know it's supposed to be funny and stuff, and people actually
I'm not laughing.
She believe it. Like, I've seen hate videos on her calling her bratty, and it's like, you do realize that she's playing a character, right?
I'm like, brat. Yo, Mike about to piss me off. OCD. There we go. Okay.
All the time with so many influencers, and I wouldn't even go to say it's like a stage drama. I would just say like they have to play that character because that's what keeps the audience coming. Just like how drama keeps them coming if you play a character instead of your regular self, which is like, oh man, if you play this bratty, stuck-up girl, then people are going to be more interested. Just like how stage drama works. Piper doesn't want the audience to leave because she seems to be getting more boring, or her content's getting less views, so she's going to stage a dramatic breakup where she smashes her boyfriend's stuff, and he wears a shirt where he says he cheated on her, and all this super over dramatic stuff, because that's what keeps the audience coming. And it doesn't even matter sometimes. I feel like a lot of these people know, they're smart enough to know that it's fake, but that's what
I'm saying. Most heads are just watching to see the crash out. Like, most heads already peep game and know that this shit is like dumb, or at least if you're like a fucking adult watching some of this shit, you're like, oh yeah, but you're still interested to see where the fallout happens.
It doesn't matter because it's entertaining. In a way, they know they're playing characters. It's like Natalie Reynolds, the rage baiter. She knows she's playing this character, and a lot of people,
oh yeah, she's an excellent example of that, actually.
Do at this point, a very shocking amount don't, but she's playing this villain, this person that everyone hates, and it's very obvious, but it keeps people coming back because they're like, ooh, who'd she copy now? What'd she say about Brooke now? What'd she do to Brooke now? And eventually,
damn, she got another 6-foot cardboard cutout.
It will get boring, especially because it's rage bait, but like, that's what keeps people coming, is playing this, becoming an actor basically on the internet. Same with Bella the Wolf. Bella the Wolf is just
Bella the Wolf, another head we talked about in that other vid. I've got nothing. No comment.
Just a regular girl, but she, on the internet, is somebody. She's a villain on the internet.
No, she's nobody.
Because she can just do what she wants, and people care about what she has to say. They care about what she looks like. Her face reveal got over 1 million views. Who cares if it was her face or not? It just shows that, like, if you play a character, even if it's a villain, or if it's annoying, or if it's a bratty sister, it has benefits to it at the end of the day, even if all it does is bring you hate. So, Sophie hasn't put on this, like,
I like to call that le parasociality.
Authentic, bratty character, because that's not what
because, like, basically heads start getting attached to, like, this character, per se. Like, in that sense, bro, Lozity syndrome. Literally to the T's.
It's meant to do on
I'm playing that character. The character Lala. Yo, that truth video was so fucking terrible. Holy shit.
That's not her goal on the internet. But that's basically what all the other members of the group, or all of her people she collabs with, most of them have like this weird fake character that they play, and it's just like, it just gives me kind of this gross feeling. And don't jump to the conclusion that I'm saying that Sophie always says everything 100% what she believes in. almost every influencer to an extent, even if they're not playing a character, they always say what their almost always say what their audience or what they think their audience wants to hear instead of sometimes what they actually believe in. That's how
Yo, I'll let heads know right now. Yeah, some heads don't like the shit I be having to say in my opinion sometimes. Yeah. Especially you G-boys. I know y'all not liking it. But that's what it is. I say it all the time. Heads shouldn't have to agree every single time. And I tell heads all the time, feel free to disagree with Trilly. You want to know why? Yo, if you disagree, that means you're thinking objectively. You're able to think for yourself. I ain't gonna lie. Heads don't have to agree all the time. And even with a situation, I'll be talking about this all the time too. Like connecting to a bridge or coming to a bridge and all that, John. And even coming to that bridge, you don't have to like full out agree in the end. But you could still see where each other's coming from. Cordial and amicable, you know, just debates, arguments, discussion, things and such like that. Like
happened before with other people when I first started off my channel. I've kind of said this before in past videos, but like sometimes I even say some things that like it's just like I kind of know that it's the basic stuff that people agree with, and I don't want to get half the comments, because if you make a mistake or if you make one poor argument, that's what most people focus on in most videos, especially I mean I've seen it happen in mine a ton. So it's like I don't even want to bother to start this whole argument. So it's just like, oh, I'll just kind of go with what the popular saying or what the popular thing would be. So I don't really do that anymore, but it was more when I began my channel. But I can understand why to an extent sometimes you don't want to be authentic because you feel like
nah, I got it. In fact, if anything, I kind of neutered myself. I'm not even gonna lie, because yo, you go back and look at like when we first started, like back in February, bro, I was getting on this shit cursing every nigga out, bruh. That shit, like it was like, what the fuck, yo, you would see the video start like 2 seconds and I'm already blasting a nigga. Like
you'll get hate for it maybe. So I'm not saying Sophie 150% always says directly what she's thinking, and she doesn't sometimes say something she doesn't fully believe in, because I mean most content creators do that. Kind of back on what I said before, like legitimately, if I have one unpopular video, and this I've seen other content creators talk about this, so in no way am I hating on my audience. Like you guys, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. Like that's how I improve myself. But it does become frustrating. This literally happens to every commentary channel, so it's not just me. But like if I have one unpopular opinion, that will be that most of the comments focus on, and that's what they pay attention to. So it can scare people away sometimes.
I could see that, but then it depends also like how bad per se is that argument for heads to be focusing on it like that deeply. Because I would say if like the whole comments are focusing on one point that you made, that point was probably really fucking bad. Like if literally like 90% of your comments are on that, yeah, that point was terrible. But then there's also the factor of like if just some heads might be just de-eating you and they just really harping on some point or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, really just trying to get you, I guess in a sense. Well, I don't know. Then there's nuances to that too. Not as necessarily take a side or whatever with what you're doing, but like I guess want you to be more direct.
So I'm not saying that once again she only says every single thought that's in her head. She's never said anything she doesn't fully believe in. What I'm trying to say is she just feels a lot less staged, and she just, her channel, when you watch it, it feels like it's really coming from the heart, and that's refreshing to see. But like, I'm not lying. A few videos ago, I think I was like, oh, I'll discuss one of these personal things that I'm going to respond to, personal criticism, and I am not lying. It was like 20 minutes into the video, so I was like, oh, most people won't comment about it. I specifically put it later in the video because I didn't want people to argue about it, and like most of the top comments were like talking about it, and it was like, oh my gosh, like let's focus on the video please, not the one thing I brought up. It just, oh, that just like, I mean, it was my fault for putting it in there. Just, it was like me complaining about people basically saying something about my videos. I don't even remember what it was. I just remember like 5 of the top comments were about it, and it was like, dude, that was 25 minutes in the video and it was like a 30-second rant. Please, can we just focus on something else? So I can understand why to an extent some people wouldn't want to be like fully.
But that's what also happens too, like as a creator, as you get bigger, more and more people will kind of be like hyper analyzing your shit, and you just gotta ignore that shit. Like generally, like obviously that sounds easy on paper and all that type of beat, but like separation, hate, genuine criticism, if heads are harping on like the same John or whatever, and it was like a non-factor thing, then like, bro, I'm ignoring that John. Again, no, if it was like the other scenario I was talking about where 90% of the comments is harping on you for something, you probably did a bad. We need to look at the optics.
Fully giving their voice, but like overall, you know, when someone seems to actually believe in what they're doing and they're not afraid to say what they believe in, and they don't just feel like another fake drama on the internet. Don't even get me started on how literally 99% of the internet is just staged drama at this point, especially TikTok for some reason. Like, legitimately, everything feels so staged. Every drama, like 99% of it. It's like, it seems interesting, so I'm like, oh, maybe I should look into this for a video, and then I'm just looking through it, and I'm like, they just stage this for attention, and like there's no point talking
Lala City.
about it because I'm gonna look like an idiot if I talk about it. They're gonna be like, oh, you couldn't understand this was staged, why should I watch this stupid commentary channel anymore? And then they'll report me.
Yeah, I do not care, because when I had watched, funny enough, being used as the example earlier, the whole Piper Raquel Capri thing where that they had what's the name, the cheating breakup, whatever, fucking, I don't even know, Skinwalker bullshit. I went in there, I did not know that shit was a prank. Mad heads were telling me it was a prank, it was fake, it was staged, and that's when I fully decided, oh yeah, I'm not covering this shit no more, because I don't feel like wasting time, bro. Some of these nothing burger dramas, some of them are funny, kind of interesting, some of them are just, why the fuck are we here?
My channel will get taken down. And it's crazy, we can see it with so many different influencers, how they're so genuine and loved, and then they meet someone, or they become friends with someone, or they collab with someone, and that ruins everything. It ruins their reputation, their personality becomes worse, because
Ian!
when you meet someone, your
Soy
personality
dubs.
can become more like theirs. It's like a well-known...
100% soy dubs.
Pretty sure that's a fact. Someone told me that, and I kind of just believe them. But, like, genuinely, you can be influenced so heavily by someone. It's insane, and just, like, it seems like I'm being petty in this video. Why'd you make a 40-minute long video? Because I could, first of all. And second of all...
Tell him then, hun. Slay! Because I can. Yes, Ash.
Well, like, it seems so petty, but, like, at the end of the day, like... If anyone actually, like, genuinely cares about this creator, they realize that these people are anything but good for Sophie. So I really just hope that eventually she slowly gets away from them, and without, like, a major drama, just slowly kind of separates peacefully and moves on, because her content is good, and it's not nice. It's not nice for most of her audience.
I feel like there's obviously, like, there's a direction of her, like, separating, you know what I'm saying, from these other heads, you know what I'm saying, Preciate Amelia, you know, Nevada, all that type of jazz. But then I would also, like, have to say in that factor, like, maybe she would have to shift her content just a bit, because obviously part of her content is relying on collaborations and all that. Obviously she has videos where she's alone, but, like, a good amount of, like, you know, the sustainability of her getting views is off of collabs. So she would have to, like, go into, like, maybe, like, another niche or another lane a little bit, and then obviously have that be a little bit more successful to, like, balance out or kind of like recuperate some of those missing views from not really collabing with these fools anymore.
I know most of them don't really like it, so I hope one day that this changes. And I've seen some comments and heard from some rumors that she may have left, but there's absolutely no proof for that yet, so I definitely wouldn't say that she's actually left. She may just be taking a break. That's how collabs work, you know? You don't see them for a while, then you collab again, and you don't really talk about them. So, I mean, once again, she doesn't really seem like the type. She seems like a lot like Mermaid Scale. She wouldn't want to start a drama, so she wouldn't like say, oh, this is why I left them, and then make a 1 minute long video saying how bad they are. So, I mean, it's possible, but if I have to be honest, I don't think she's left them, because it's just like,
I doubt it, because yeah, like when was like the last vid she had probably made with them? Probably like, if not maybe like a week ago or some John like that, bro. Probably like a couple of days ago, knowing how the TikTok algorithm heads posting like 10 vids a day. It's like, yo, we'll just have to see over time, just like what the results of most of these Johns.
Most influencers wouldn't just abandon an entire group that has so much views and potential. So I hope eventually she leaves them, but who knows? Maybe she has, maybe she will. Who knows? We'll find out in the future. And I hope she stays as authentic and awesome as she currently is. I just yapped for 47 minutes. If you actually
try hour 44,
made it this long, genuinely, you are the best person ever. See you in the next.
Try to fuel Chili's ego. The slut prince. I know. Now let me stop playing. But yo, come on, man. Attention span got to be up, and you already know the hun makes great vids. We had to watch the whole vid.
Next one. I literally love you so much. Bye.
You already know. Come on, like I just said. Shout out Zahan. Miss Coco's crazy. We do love to see it. Y'all already know that was the disgusting Sophie Manassan situation. Toxic friends, in which I would agree. Princess Amelia, Thomas, Nevada. I don't know if they're the best friends, the best influences, but I'm sure y'all have seen that after looking at this vid, and if you've seen all the other Yap sessions, and doesn't look good for a good amount of these heads. It does not. But y'all already know, of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, and like I said, go share the love with Huns. Miss Coco's crazy. She's making good videos. She dropping them boys pretty often, and obviously we love watching them, so go check her out, go share her some love. But yeah, final opinions and conjecture, at least, like, you know what I'm saying, with Sophie Manassan. Yeah, we just hope that obviously like within her making the wholesome content and stuff that she's doing primarily now, like, you know, obviously she's able to sustain that, you know, still sustain like growth and do good views and all that. Try to get away from these heads. Thomas, you know what I'm saying, Nevada, get away from heads like that. We gonna see them later. Right, but even still within that, I would think she would most likely be on like the right trajectory overall and be going down a pretty at least semi decent path besides some of these that she with, because obviously her mom is a good staple in her life. You know what I'm saying? Her mom is always around her in the content and all that type of jazz. So, you know, of course, her Ma Dukes, the boss ladies of the world, gonna keep them grounded. So, we're just gonna have to see overall, like I was saying. But other than that, like I said again, should I love him, Miss Coco's crazy. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.